That is more like it. I don't know. What do young people call it? What is it called? Hash...
Candid photograph.
Yes! You are just as sweet as candy. Hashtag candid photo. I think your smile is like an antibiotic.
Meaning?
I mean that anybody who is sad or is feeling sick only needs to look at your smile and feel better in seconds. I think everybody should know that I am a doctor's grandmother. And that is why I deliberately keep using medical terms like that, for example. Purva, do you know, when I had to get married, I was actually very angry with my father. He had me married to somebody without asking me if I was happy with his decision. I refused to talk to Vedant's grandfather for an entire week because of that. But as time passed, I didn't know, but my anger had vanished and I started loving him. I realized that every relationship needs time to blossom. Hang on, Purva. Vedant assured me that you wouldn't need to worry about a single thing because he would take care of everything you might need.
What? Did Vedant say that to you?
Yes. I was talking to him over the phone earlier.
Listen, I'm really very sorry, but I really don't think that I can give this marriage time. I've already asked Vedant to divorce me.
Divorce?
Namaste. Please don't get up. Hi, champ. Have you thought of a name for her?
Preeti. I had already come up with it.
Preeti. That's a nice name. What if you had a brother?
That would never have happened. I have been praying this entire time, and I asked God to send Preeti to me very soon, so that I can play with her. And that's what happened. There wasn't a second where I wasn't praying for a sister.
You should never give up on hope so easily, Vedant.
Doctor, this came for you.
I have one favor to ask of you. Please get divorced from me.
I don't want to give up hope, Purva. You know, Purva, hope has a bit of power to it. It can make miracles happen.
Do you think that this is some kind of game? You told me that you were prepared to do what I want and get a divorce. And then you asked your grandmother to come and talk to me and change my mind.
I didn't ask her anything. Maybe you don't realize how worried she would obviously be after the way she left the ceremony halfway through.
You are lying. The divorce papers by
I'm
now
not a liar. And don't you know that you can't get a divorce immediately? Just an annulment. Take it.
Oh, sorry. And thank you for this. Oh, this bag refuses to close.
If you don't mind me asking, tell me. What is your plan now? I mean, after the annulment.
What I had planned before our wedding. I went to his home, but it's okay. I'm going to try again. I'm going to do everything I can to find Rahul. And you know what? When my mother and father passed away, then everybody in the house was beside themselves with grief. Pankuri and I would cry all day long. My grandmother used to tell us that it's very important to have dreams and to have meaning. I never understood what she meant by that until I met Rahul. Then I started dreaming about spending my whole life with Rahul. And now that he's not here, it started feeling like my life has come to a halt. And I don't want to ever stop in my life.
Is that how much you love him?
You know what? It's impossible to measure love, Vedant. And it's impossible to express. We can only feel it. In our pain and anxiety, it shows on our face. We can see it in a smile, and sometimes in tears. And I have thought of every milestone with Rahul standing at my side. How am I supposed to move on with my life if I can't even imagine him in it?
If you can't imagine moving on without him, how will you find him alone?
But I'm not alone. I'll always have Rahul's love with me. I know that love cannot be seen, but it gives lots of strength. It gives the strength to somehow find the love of your life. Love always gives people strength. But at the same time, it can also make a person weak. You get so weak that you can't live without the person you love.
I'm going to help you. I'll help you find Rahul.
You? Why would you do that? But why would you?
Because I'm a doctor. It's my job to help people. I might not be treating anyone, but I can still help, right? And I don't want you to ever feel like you're weak.
You are such a good person, Vedant.
Of course. It's not a joke.
Put that in the other bag.
I'll carry one.
Just one. That's fine. I think you can use my purple bag.
I want to say this. When a husband and wife go on a holiday, well, usually the husband only carries one bag and nothing more, but his wife takes 3 or 4. Ask me why.
Why?
Because the husband puts up with his wife's whims, and she takes his luggage.
Actually, I'm not going to come back here. So I've packed all my things.
Of course.
Give it to me and I will feed him.
Okay.
Please have a safe journey. And I would really appreciate it if you would bring a gift back for me, so please don't forget, okay?
May both of you always be happy. Purva, whenever you are leaving, you should always take a look back.
Why?
There is something in the air and in the bricks of this house which makes everybody feel like they are at home. There's nowhere else they would want to be.
I'm sorry for this, but I'm sure that there's nothing for me here. I won't regret leaving this place behind.
Shall we? What?
I think that if she were to turn around, there wouldn't be any chance of her not coming back home with you.
Come on. I think you have been watching too many movies.
Come on. Please turn around.
Grandmother, that only happens in the movies you watch and not in real life.
You know, my dear, there's something else that they say in the movies which is pretty true. They say that matches are made upstairs.
Grandmother, these days dating sites and matchmakers are busy doing the job that used to be done by those upstairs. And I'm sure that God is thinking, there's too much competition.
Are you making fun of me? I've been alive for over 70 years, and I think that you and Purva were meant to be together. No matter what happens, I have no doubt at all that this is something that's supposed to happen. I know things are difficult right now, but things will work out, because you're going to handle everything.
I am going to do that. Which is why we are going to Jaipur. So we can find Rahul. Grandmother Purva loves Rahul. She was forced to marry me. I just didn't want to lie to you.
You fulfill your responsibilities towards everyone so well. And if the Almighty was as determined as this to bring Purva into your life, and I have no doubt that He has a plan for the two of you. And my heart is saying, Purva is definitely going to come back home with you.
Please tell me something. Did Rahul ever say anything about his house or about his family? I mean, do you remember any details that might help us find out where he is?
Did you like reading detective novels when you were a child?
Yes, I read a few of them.
Right, but I didn't. And I think that is the reason I don't pay attention to a lot of details, so sorry. Can I help you?
No, madam.
What's wrong?
Nothing.
I would like to know if this is your first honeymoon.
Oh, listen. We aren't on a honeymoon and we are not married. Now please keep your eyes on the road or there'll be an accident.
Oh, welcome, sir.
Dr. Vedant Tripathi. We spoke over the phone.
Yes, Dr. and Mrs. Tripathi. Here is the key to your room.
Well, actually, we need 2 rooms.
2 rooms?
Is that a problem?
No problem, sir. Let me check.
Royal College Jaipur reunion. Is it necessary for you to make such a weird face when you're taking a selfie?
Excuse me. I think that you should know. I was the heartthrob at my Royal College.
And you know what? I think that all the women from your Royal College had incredibly bad taste in men.
Bad taste in men? Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
No,
Such bad
no.
taste. Such bad
Rahul,
taste.
No,
Hey,
no.
come here.
Thank you. Yes, Grandma?
Shanti called and told me that you both went to see her. What did you tell her? Look, Vedant, I have made Shanti a promise that you are going to be bringing Purva back home.
Why did you make a promise like that to her? Purva is in love with Rahul, not me.
And you? Are you in love with Purva or are you not?
I have come here to reunite Rahul and Purva.
My heart is telling me that your relationship with Purva is going to become so strong that Purva will want to come back home with you despite Rahul. Vedant? Vedant?
Grandma, I will call you back. Purva? We have to look for Rahul, so why are you wandering around?
Rahul's college is having a reunion and this is the party. Just look at that. Rahul told me a lot of things about his college. All these people studied with him.
Purva, you are very lucky. You found your love when you came back to Jaipur. Look there.
Rahul.
My heart is telling me that your relationship with Purva is going to become so strong that Purva will want to come back home with you despite Rahul.
Do you really think I wouldn't come? Rahul, I was 100% sure that I was going to find you here. And you know what? We really are two of the biggest fools in the world. All right, I'm sorry, I won't call us fools. We will have to follow through on all of the plans that we made about our house. We are going to have to find your dream job and also my boutique. We won't have a joint family, so there won't be problems. And Rahul, when we go off on our 5-year honeymoon...
5 years?
Yes! After that, we are going to have a cute baby.
And what will you call him?
Aniket. And Rahul, I don't want you to say that. You? Are you making fun of Rahul and me? Huh?
You're talking to yourself and you're saying that I'm making fun of you.
Excuse me. I wasn't talking to myself, but Rahul. And by the way, why should I explain myself? You are not at work. And please tell me, do you always go into rooms without knocking first?
Hang on. I think you should save your questions to ask Rahul.
Meaning?
What I mean is, what stopped Rahul from going to his own wedding? Why didn't he give you a call to tell you? These are the questions that he will have to answer, Purva.
Listen, you have no right to judge him without knowing the full story, all right? And please, I would prefer it if you didn't try to plant any doubts about Rahul in my mind. And I know why you were doing this. Listen, Dr. Vedant, there's one thing that you need to accept. I don't accept this marriage, nor am I going to go back home with you.
Sorry. I thought you were more intelligent than that, but clearly not. You thought I want to take you back? Once I unite you and Rahul, I'm going to pray as hard as I can that we go our separate ways. Anyway, you're not my type.
Oh, hello, Dr. Tripati. I want you to know that you're not my type either. And I'm going to the temple to make offerings of coconuts and pray that once we have managed to find Rahul, we won't ever cross paths again. Get it?
Really, Grandma? She gets me into trouble and says, leave it all to Vedant.
He will handle everything.
But that is not fair. It should not happen. Purva does not want to come back here.
Yes, but she's blinded by her love, my dear. Listen, Amy, I really think this is also partly my fault. The moment I met Rahul, I thought he was wonderful.
You really thought that? Grandma, you know what? A good man would never run away from his own wedding. Dr. Vedant showed generosity. And now he's a trapped man. What Rahul did has ended up destroying the lives of so many innocent people. I think that I want to go and get some tea.